Hey, it's me, MLB. Here is chapter 25 of Cute Little Love Letters, and this chapter is titled Teacher Denki. Your dad saw that your mum was on the phone and asked her, through basic pointing and sign language, who it was on the other end. Your dad has just walked in, your mum said with another smile as she put the phone on loudspeaker. Say hi, Daddy. It's our baby on the phone. Hi, baby, your dad said brightly as your mum held the phone out to him. Hi, Dad, you said brightly. How's school going? He asked, standing there with hands on hips. It's busy, but it's okay. I'll be home this weekend and I need to ask you questions for an assignment, you said into the receiver. Oh, they want to know about the fearless leader, do they? Your dad said with a small smile. They want to know about my quirk family history, you said, and your dad's face fell. Oh, is that so? He asked, trying not to sound too nervous as he side-glanced your mum. Yes, but we can talk about it later, you said. I should probably go now, but I'll talk to you tomorrow. Sure thing, sugar, your dad said, as your mum pulled the phone back to herself. Have a good night, my sweet petal, your mum said kindly. Bye, Mum. Bye, Dad, you said, before hanging up, and your mum looked at your dad as she pressed end call. The ball is in your court, she said to your dad, and he sighed. I don't even know where to start, your dad said, as he lifted his hands to his head and rubbed them through his hair. Why are you so afraid to tell her? Your mum asked him as she reached across and rubbed his back. I don't want her to think any less of me, and it also puts a lot more pressure on her, since she'll know then, and she'll start asking even more questions that I don't really want to have to deal with. Your dad said honestly. I'm here for you, your mum said gently. Yin is here for you too. We are a family unit and we stick together no matter what. This will be good for her, your mum said. Trust me, have I ever been wrong before? That's the problem. You have never been wrong before, and that scares me, your dad said, half jokingly. It will all work out, your mum said, as she stopped rubbing his back and stepped over to the kettle. Would you like some passiflora tea? After you finished your homework and other things, you sent Denki the first ever message. Hi, Denki. I have finished my homework. When are you free to meet in the common room? You sent to him. He replied immediately, which surprised you. You weren't expecting him to answer so fast. For some reason you'd thought that it took a little while for messages to go through. You didn't understand how it could be pretty much instant. Yeah, let's meet. Common room, level 2? He asked. Okay, you replied. You were about to put the phone down when you got another message from him. It was a picture that moved, and it was a short clip of a mouse doing the finger guns at you. You found this amusing, but also amazed that aside from sending words to people, you could also send pictures that moved. That was one other thing that you'd ask him about, how to send those picture things. Grabbing a jacket, you left your room with your phone and headed for the common room on level 2, excited and nervous to see Denki again. As you entered the room, you could see him there on the lounge, just chilling back, and you gave him a shy smile as you approached. Hi, Denki, you said shyly. Hey, Yin, he replied, patting the cushion beside him. Come and sit down. I liked the little mouse picture that moved, the one you sent, you said to him as you gingerly sat down beside him. Oh, the GIF? Yeah, they're pretty cool, he said with a smile. Oh, it's called a GIF? You asked. I really don't know anything about phones. I just got mine, you added sheepishly. That's okay. Let me show you. I know phones and I know how to do stuff on them, so let me show you the ropes, he said as he held out his hand to you and you put your phone on in his hand. Okay. So first of all, let me show you the GIFs so you can send them in messages, he said, leaning into you a little so that you could see the screen of your phone too. Him being so close to you made it a little harder to breathe and concentrate, to be honest. He also smelled really good, and you found yourself leaning in a little bit to him just so that you could be closer to that delicious scent. And here, see? He said as he pressed buttons and swiped things. Here's where they are. You blinked and focused on what he was showing you, but you had been daydreaming so heavily beforehand that you had no idea how he had gotten to that spot in the phone. You said, hesitating a look at him, right when he looked at you. The two of you sitting so close together now that your faces were super close together, and you became aware of how close you were and quickly pulled back and looked away. Sorry, he apologized quickly. Did you get any of that? No, sorry. Can you tell me again? I wasn't paying attention, you said with embarrassment. Wasn't paying attention? Was I boring? Was she thinking about something else? Denki wondered, a little sad that you were still really not showing signs of being super into him. Okay, here, he said, showing you again how to get into gifts, and this time you got it. Oh, I see, you said with excitement. I got it now. Thank you, Denki. It's no problem, he said with a grin. Now, let's get an Insta account set up. Denki talked you through downloading and then setting up an account with Insta, and before you knew it, you were in. Friend me, he said excitedly, pulling his phone from his pocket. I'll add you, and then you just accept the request, yeah? What does that... But all of a sudden you got a follow request from a Chargebolt 101, and Denki excitedly leaned back into you again. That's me, add me, he said excitedly. Okay, you replied, clicking to add him. You need to put a pic up here, he said, pointing to the profile picture. Oh, he said, clicking on it and seeing that you could choose to take a picture now or from your camera roll. I'll take one now, you said. Denki was shocked when you just held the phone up, smiled into the camera, and punched a picture out just like that. What? He yelped internally. Who just smashes out a DP just like that without having to take 30 pictures in the perfect lighting? What kind of otherworldly being is this chick? There, you said with a smile, showing it to him. You looked flawless and his jaw dropped. How did you do that? He asked incredulously. Do what? You asked with confusion. Take a perfect picture, just like that on the first go, he asked, gesturing to your photo. I don't know if it's perfect though, but it's me, you replied, looking at him. He just stared at you, his cheeks dusted pink. You're just perfect, that's why, he said softly, and you had to look away, your heart was beating so fast. So, he said, quickly clearing his throat. Do you want to put your first post up? What does that mean? You asked, looking at him again. You get to put a picture up here and caption it, he said. I'll show you. He then lifted his phone up and leaned in towards you with the camera facing the two of you. Smile, he said, and you did, and then he took a picture. Okay, damn, you're cute, he muttered. So this is the picture I want to put on my page. Is that okay? You looked at the picture as he showed it to you again and nodded. So you can choose a filter, he added, showing you the line of filter options. I want to choose Valencia, so I look tanned, but not too tanned, you know? You didn't really understand, but nodded anyway. And we can change some of the other things too. He then showed you how you could change the lighting and the saturation and all the other things, and you watched on, amazed at how he knew how to do everything. And there, he said when he was happy with the final product. Can I post this? I'll tag you. You look amazing. Okay, you said as he uploaded it. Immediately likes and comments came flooding in, and you watched as he scrolled through them and showed them to you. Oh, I captioned this one, Isn't she cute? Welcome to Insta-yin, he said casually, and your heart did a flip. How does he just say stuff like that so casually? I need to ask Olix about it next time I see them. They'll understand how to say things like that so calmly, you thought. Denki's just cute like that, that's why. Chapter 26 coming tomorrow. I'll see you then.